to the Formula 1 International Racing League 100% Distance Grand Prix Championship. So we have quite a full lobby tonight. I believe there's somewhere in the region of about 16 drivers here. Hopefully, get a few more finishes than last week. So the guys now all loaded in, all in the pits. Let's see who's going to blink first and come out into qualifying. So one wee thing while we're waiting to update on is we are now handing out 2 bonus points per race. There'll be 1 bonus point given to the fastest lap set outside of the top 10 to encourage the guys in the midfield and further back to push a little bit more. And there will be a bonus point given to the commentator's driver of the day. And this is again to encourage guys to have a cleaner, smoother race, as we have one of the Mercedes out on track. So it's Copy first out on track here in Bahrain. He's opted to come out on the super soft there. Let's just the tyre information up, get his telemetry, his lap data. He's going fairly slowly there while he's heating up his tyres. We've also had Hyper Shadow in the Ferrari, is out on track. So he seems to be moving quite a bit quicker. Probably going to take track position off of Copy. Imagine we'll see that Ferrari come into the background here very, very soon. No? So Copy will keep track position and be the first car to set a flying lap, as Axe Curve is also on track in Sector 1 on the soft tyre. A lot of the drivers are on track, so Kaiser Bob as well. Did I see another one? Like 3 Beetle 01 also coming out on track. Bajorsaurus and the Toro Rosso. Ferrari F1 Team 5. So Copy is now starting his flying lap. See how he gets on as he comes down into turn 1. Nice and smooth, took a good line through there. Good exit out of 2 as well. It looks like someone has actually gotten away with Hyper Shadow there. Oh, as Copy loses the back end of his car. Coming out of turn 4. See what's going on here, because there's a Red Bull getting away with Hyper Shadow. There's Jacko number 1 on an outlap. Damien was indeed on a flyer. Wonder if that's cost Damien time or not. So who's the next driver? So the next driver was Damien. So I think Axe Curve was the next one coming out on track. Trying to figure out where he is. So he'll be coming around to set a flying lap now as well. So we've also got Kaiser Ball. No, we've got Failed. Who's the other McLaren? Looney Moves in front of him. So I think these guys are on yellow flags in Sector 3. What are these for? Ferrari F1 team maybe going wide. As Hyper Shadow takes provisional pole, go on 28.7. That is not a bad time. So the thing to remember about this championship is the car performance is unrealistic. The guys have been allocated their team via a time trial. Yellow flags against sector 3. Suspicious guys going slow. Must just be guys going slow to... Oh, as Jacko number 1 is off. He's quite a way off there. How has he managed that? He's way off the track there. Way off. Yep, so the guys have all done time trials. And through that they were allocated the seats that they're in, with the slower guys going in the higher performing teams and the faster guys going in the lower performing teams. There's yellow flags there in sector 1 for a second. I think that was a time lap that Jacko was on, so he's going to lose all that time now. Ross PGM, so we haven't actually managed to see him on track yet. He is signed up to be a tier 2 driver as well. He's got a Renault, both Renaults right on the back of him. Yellow flags in sector 1. What's this for? No idea. But Ross is actually on a cooldown lap. Scar Trek's, I believe, on a time lap. There's fuel light flashing away there. As Phil goes third fastest, so 129.290, but I think he'll be able to go faster than that. With Beast Pro still to come out on track. Yellow flags in sector 2, probably just a slow moving car. Fatal Defiance yet to come out on track. So through Beetle. I'm gonna guess he may be on a flying lap. He's done 0 laps on those tyres, so my guess is he's on a flying lap. We can spot these yellow flags, that's in 2 sectors, so yes, someone's maybe gone wide. Yep, so Damien just crawling around the edge of the track there. Oh, trying to keep clear of all those other cars coming round. He's moving very slowly, looks like he may well be out of fuel. So Jacko number 1 taking a very slow in lap. Flag still for Hyper Shadows. He gets out there very nicely for Through Beetle, who's going to come through and set his first time lap. It's going to be a 134.3, not enough to get him anywhere above 13th. So we've got coming through here, so we have Copy is out again. We see how Copy does as he comes up towards turn 4. So the back end got away from him last time he came up here. So it didn't that time. But you can hear the back wheel squealing at him. Absolutely squealing as he goes around those corners. Coming down towards the hairpin. He's going to go around here. It's a very tight turn. You've got to go in nice and shallow. Oh, he runs out way too wide. You got to take quite a wide entrance into that to stop that happening. The DRS is open. Is he going to keep trying? So I imagine he may keep pushing, trying to set this as a time lap. So Kaiser Bob's sitting on provisional pole, the 128 dead almost. Quite a few guys back in the pits, Scartrix and Badgersaurus on outlaps. Copy's lap was... I don't think he changed. Improved maybe slightly, he was sitting at 131 before. Got anyone on a fast lap? Looks like Scartrix is going to come through a fast lap maybe. Just a little bit of curb there at 1. Pushing every bit of power at that Renault engine that he can. Kaiser Ball goes faster again, but not by much. It does improve, only very slightly. The Force India very cleanly gets out of the way for Scartrix. DRS of that Renault just popping open, giving him a little bit of a speed advantage. Keeps him nice and tight through there, so it is very easy to take a little bit too much curb and lose the back end of the car there as well. I found myself in a barrier many a time going through that corner. This looks like a very tight lap from Scartrix. Is it going to be enough to put him on pole? Yes, it is, with a 127.7. Blistering lap there in that Renault. As we come close now to the last 5 minutes of qualifying, we've still got Beast Pro and Failed to Find, still haven't set a lap. So just wonder what their tactic is going to be. Kaiser Bob does have enough time to reply to that. But can any of these guys in the quicker car, the Mercedes guys or the Red Bull guys, can any of them muster up a reply to this? I don't think they're going to be able to. See if we can find anyone else on a time lap at the moment. Ross PGM, maybe. He's already done quite a few laps on these super softs, so he'll need to watch out for that one. Because if this is a tyre he sets his fastest lap on, then he'll start the race on this tyre. And, well, having already done 3 laps, he'll have quite a bit of wear to them, which is going to make his race strategy a little bit more difficult. Could be forced into an extra stop. Let's see what Ross is going to do here. Oh, we've got yellow flags in sector 2. We can find out where they are. Someone come off, or is it just a slow moving car? Just a slow moving car. Copy letting through Beetle past. Through Beetle on a flying lap. We'll see if he can improve on that 132 that he's currently sitting with. So through Beetle had a troubling race in Australia, to say the least. Debut race for him in IRL. So I'm not sure what happened to Copy there, like he just went a little bit wide out of that corner. Oh, so through Beetle is going to head into the pits. He has already done 4 laps on those super softs. Copy is going to go again though, must feel like he can go quicker. As we are into the last 3 minutes now of qualifying. Hyper Shadow looks like he's going to start a flying lap now. Surely he can find just a little bit of time in this Ferrari car. Maybe take pole off of Phil. He's definitely got the pace. So Damien was one of the most improved drivers out of Season 1 in IRL. In the Sunday night 50% leads. As he comes now down towards the hairpin. See if he gets this one right, this can make or break your lap. Very nice and clean round there by Hyper Shadow. Back wing pops open for the DRS. So Beast Pro is now on an out lap. Interestingly, I don't think Fatal Defiance is going to go and set a lap though. Obviously feels like there's an advantage to be had by starting from the back. Maybe hoping that starting at the back you can avoid any potential turn 1 incidents. So Damien just missing out on pole by 2.5 tenths there. Sorry, 0.25. Field flags in sector 1, that's going to be for the slow moving Mercedes of Copy. What's his deal? He's just letting the faster cars through. Oh, Copy is out. Have we got anyone coming up through sector 1 and can find out what's happened here? We'll stay on board with Ice Curve. Maybe be clear by the time he gets there. That's unfortunate. It's possible he has just retired the car himself though. But I think it's more likely that on the cold tyres, which will come from slowing down through sector 1, he's then tried to put the foot down around turn 4. Tyres have been cold and he's probably put it in the wall is my guess. So the car looks like it has been moved. So we're going to stay with that curve. I think he may well be on a flying lap. He'll be looking to improve on his current time and grab that pole away from Scartrix. So he seems like he's off his slow moving. Coming down that straight there. This is it. So guys now will be crossing the line, setting their fast laps. So it's going to come down to it. Can Ascar find over a second here to take this pole position? He may well be on to do it. The flags in sector 2. No, he can't. He doesn't go any better. Kaiser Bob takes pole at the last minute. 0.72, but Phil's out on track still. Phil takes pole back. That's an incredibly close one between them. Who else have we still got? So Lee Pratt also coming through. So his time takes 5th. Puts Ross down a place. And that is everyone. So your grid Your pole man will be Scartrix. On the front row with him will be Kaiser Bob. Bring up the second row will be the Ferrari of Hyper Shadow and the Sauber of Axe Curve. Row 3 will be Lee Pratt in the Renault and Ross PGM in the Ferrari. Then behind that will be Beast Pro and Rubbernecker, followed by Ferrari F1 team and Jacko number 1. Get a look at the rest when it comes up just before the lobby. So Jacko F1 in 10th place, followed by Badgersaurus, Looney Moon 12th, Copy in 13th, 3Beetle 14th, Coolsy B666, not someone I'm familiar with, but he's in 15th, and Fatal Defiance is in 16th. Have a look at the race director. What incidents were there from there? A couple of invalidated lap times. Kaiser Bob got a warning for speeding in the pit lane. So the bonus of this 100% championship is, it really is all to play for. The guys with the better performing engines could well come into this. So especially Hyper Shadow, I think he stands a good chance. Lee Pratt and Axe Curve as well, sitting a little bit further down there. Of course, the guys may have to make up to 3 stops, depending on their strategy. Some of them may try and pull off an adventurous 1 stop, so that's always a possibility. But I think you're going to find that the 2 stop is most likely around here, as the guys gear up for the formation lap. Warming up those tyres. Nice and incredibly clean. Leaves the grid from everybody there, which you don't often see in online lobbies. Usually there's always someone who goes charging down and just wants to get round and get the lap over and done with. But the guys here all making their way nicely round in formation. We'll just have a look at what tyres everybody's on. So Rubbernecker starting on the softs down in 8th. Jacko in 10th. Badgersaurus and Looney Moon also starting on the soft. They'll be going deep into this, but Fatal Defiance has been disqualified. He will be starting on the medium tyre, so he's going to go very deep into this race. Oh, what we got happening back here? A lot of the guys have been disqualified. There's a big gap there. I'm wondering if it's just been for driving too slowly. This Copy locks up coming down to the hairpin. There does look to be a little bit of lag playing a part. Quite a gap there between Ross and it is Badgersaurus and Beast Pro, just a little bit of a gap there between them, where those 3 missing cars would be. Kaiser Bob also disqualified. What started off a very good formation lap is very suddenly gone to what you would expect. So, starting with our pole sitter as he comes around the final corner. So, do a small burnout here at the back of the grid. Just get that last little bit of heat into those tyres. So they line up now for lights out in Bahrain. And the last car's coming down, see if we can get a better view than this. Here we go. And it's lights out in Bahrain. Good start away from Phil first. Who else is making places? So Copy at the back there is looking strong, trying to find a way past that McLaren. As Ascar tries to go down the inside, he's already up to third. We've got yellow flags there, something happening further back. There's a bit of front wing flies off the car. So Richard just hanging back, obviously keen to avoid anything happening in turn 1. Scartrix has Kaiser Bob for very, very close company there. But that's Ascar right on the back of them. You see position changes, so Ascar has made 2. Hyper Shadow lost a whole bunch of places there, he's down 3. Who else gained and lost? 3 Beetle up 3 places. Copy is moving down at the back there. Fatal Defiant is still hanging back just a little bit, I think. Probably going to wait for the gap to start spacing out, but he is already 9 seconds behind the leader, so he's going to have to get a move on making his way through the field. As we watch this battle for first place. So Alex Carver has now made his way up into second, past Kaiser Bob. Apologies for missing that one. Yellow flags in sector 3. So Fatal Defiance already coming to pit, so he's missing some of that front wing. As we ride on board with the battle for first here. These guys covered by a second. Lee Pratt not far behind them though. He's going to be getting onto the back of this very soon, I imagine. Can Phil capitalise on this one, just start pulling away? Have a little look at the interval times. So yep, so he is now over a second ahead of Josh. I wonder if Josh has made a mistake there. Kaiser Bob right on the back of Josh. Lee a little bit further back, and Damien just a little bit further back from him. The Rubbernecker on Ross. As Beast Pro pits. Nope, I thought he was going to pit there. Like a last minute pull out of that. So Kaiser Bob not wanting to do anything in turn 1 as Axe Curve locks up. That brings Kaiser Bob right onto the back of him. He's going to get a good run on the slipstream here down to turn 4. Going to move to the inside. Can he make it stick? No, he can't, but Axe Curve using all the available track there. We have Hyper Shadow coming up on Lee Pratt. Axe Curve runs wide, lets Kaiser Bob through. Not sure what's happening with the Axe Curve there. L Pratt seems to glitch into him for a second. All of this has let Scartrix get away. He's now 2 seconds down the road from Kaiser Bob. The rest of the field also fairly close. As Rubbernecker's just taking Beast Pro. But Beast Pro's got it back. He's not letting that position go without a fight. Oh, contact. Contact there. That's put Beast Pro all the way down. The Rubbernecker receives a 3-second time penalty from multiple orange. You've got to think the game is penalising for that incident there. The Beast Pro all the way down to the back. Has he received damage? The car looks to be okay. Fatal Defiance already pit stop down now on the softs. There's Copy overtakes Coolsy B. Coolsy B's going to come back at him though. What can he make happen down into turn 1? He is ahead of him already. Copy's going to try and take his position back as we go up into turn 4. Oh, big lock up from Copy. But he's made it stick. We're going to go and jump up, so Lee is taking Axe Curve. Now Axe Curve has got Damien for company. Damien right on the back of that Sauber. But Josh doesn't look like he's going to get Lee get away. Can Hyper Shadow get past the Sauber of Axe Curve? So we had a bit of a poor start. But he seems to have come back a little bit, Hyper Shadow. Is he still in DRS range? I don't think he is, as Axe Curve goes to the move on El Prat. Side by side going into turn 1. Axe Curve gets past him. Hyper Shadow fancied his chances there as well. Had to pull out of that one, he's going to have lost time there. Axe Curve takes that position back from the Renault. Meanwhile up, Scar Trek's still sitting with a 2.3 second advantage. And then these guys are now 3 seconds down the road from second place. The battling is just losing them time to the 2 leaders of this race. So the Renault and the Ferrari both going to get DRS here, but the Renault runs wide on the exit of the hairpin. Look how close he's getting to that Sauber, and the Ferrari's right there as well. It's going to be very tight going down towards turn 1 again. Hyper Shadow feeling very racy at the minute from the look of things. I'm going to jump on board with El Prat as these guys go around the final corner, come down the pit straight. He's going to pop open that DRS wing. Look how close he's getting to that Sauber. Moves to the inside. He's past him with these. What's the Ferrari going to do? Ferrari's not going to try anything here. El Prat up into third. Oh, the Ferrari tried to go down the inside. Ferrari's going to try this up here. He's got the inside line going into the corner. Axe Curve makes the cut back, but they've let Rubbernecker through. Rubbernecker now on the back of Axe Curve. What's he going to do? Is he going to let these guys battle out, see what's going to happen, or does he see sitting ducks in front of him? As he runs wide on the exit there. Hyper Shadow is still ahead of Axe Curve. He's now closing up on El Prat. Within a second to him. We've got the other Ferrari coming up behind Rubbernecker as well. But this is the battle. Fourth place, you can even say third because Lee is not that much further up the road. Has to Rubbernecker. Oh, we've got yellow flags in sectors 2 and 3. Coolsy B is off. This corner we were talking about at the end of qualifying there. Jump back to that battle. 3rd and 4th place. Max Curve looks like he's right on the back of Hyper Shadow again. He's going to try it into this corner. Hyper Shadow closed the door on him. Great defensive move. Max Curve is going to have to defend from Rubbernecker here. Getting that Haas as close to him as possible coming through these corners, because he knows as soon as he gets around the hairpin he's going to have that advantage of DRS. Max Curve will also get DRS off the Ferrari ahead of him. Ross PGM also gets the DRS. He's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to make a move on the Haas. Obviously didn't feel he was close enough. Fantastic battle for 4th place going on here. As Elprac gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. My guess there is going to be corner cutting. So penalties play a big part in the 100% races. As Rubbernecker runs wide. Lost time there. That's going to move on the Ferrari. Oh, trying to come a long way back, but he can't make it work. Box up. He's not going to make this one stick, but he's going to get another run at him down towards turn 4. You've got to think he's going to take him early here. Wheel side by side, that's Curve sees. Throws it down the inside, makes it stick. Rubbernecker fancies himself here now. Let's put the Ferrari on the back foot. He's going to want to clear this Ferrari in front of him. The other Ferrari sandwich at the moment. If he can clear this Ferrari in front of him, he's going to have a clean run at the Sauber of Max Curve. It looks like there's contact there. Damien is going back at it again. Takes the position back. Fantastic battling from these two. Damien goes down the inside, can't make that one stick. Axcar closes the door. Hyper Shadow desperate to find a way past that. Sauber. Rubbernecker's going to go down the inside and try and take them both. He does it, he takes Damien. He's wheel to wheel with Josh. And he's got the DRS, he was behind with the activation zone. The Ferrari of Ross RPM as well. Axcar is going to drop down a whole bunch of places here. This is contact there between Hyper Shadow and Rubbernecker. This is just letting Lee get further and further down the road. 3 seconds down the road he is now. Well, Damien is now falling down a number of places due to that. But not clear for Max Curve yet. He seems to be really struggling in this car. He's got Hyper Shadow back on him again. Hyper Shadow's going to have another crack down this straight. He's got both Ferraris coming at him here. This is like an 8th and 9th catch up as well. Just seeing him coming into the back of the shot there. Around the hairpin. They're not miles down the road. So 3.9 seconds, I think they might be gaining. They are. That's down to 3.7. 8th and 9th I would say are gaining on this battle. So Axcar already a second down to Rubbernecker. He's just starting to pull away. He's going to have that Renault in 3rd place on his side. He's going to be going for the podium. Scartrek's still maintaining that 2-second gap out front. Hyper Shadow's going to try again down the inside. Axcar just trying to squeeze him a little bit there. It didn't work. Still went for it. Hyper Shadow's going to try around the outside this time up into turn 4. The other Ferrari's going to go down the inside. Oh! contact there. But we've all made it through. Hyper Shadow ahead of Alex Curve again. Battling for 5th place here. So 8th place is gained a 2nd in the last lap. That just shows how much this battle is slowing these guys down. It's bringing them right onto the back of this. So what was a 5-car party went down to 3, and it's soon going to become a 5-car party again as 8th and 9th are catching up. Looney Moo's right on the back of Jacko number 1. But he's been there for some time. We are going to stick with this battle for just now though. Battle for 5th place. This is where it's all heating up. Ascar probably going to try again down here into turn 1. Damien straight away moving over to cover that inside line. Ascar staying right behind him to get the full effect of that slipstream. Goes the inside line, makes it around, takes that position back from Hyper Shadow. Makes it stick as well, but Hyper Shadow's going to have another crack down into turn 4 here. Ascar just trying to squeeze him out a little bit against the edge of the track there. Cozy B is in the pits along with Copy as well. These guys all just lined up here coming around the DRS, so Ascar must be losing all his time through sector 1. Starting to wonder if he's maybe suffering with some sort of damage. Can't see anything on the front of the Sauber. Front wing looks intact. Of course, for anyone who watches F1 or plays the game, you know that any part of that front wing missing instantly affects your grip. You're struggling to go around the corner. Oh, contact! Contact! Hyper Shadow just gets far too close. He's going into the back of Alex Curve. He has let Alex Curve back through. He's going to need to go and pit and get a new front wing after that one. That's let Ross RPGM through. And Looney Moo's ahead of him. Oh no! The fries have double stacked. This is also going to cost Damien time in the pits. Oh, it's going to be an incredibly slow pit stop for him. Wonder if Ross RPGM got caught up in that a little bit as well. That's probably going to be one that's reviewed after the race by the stewards. Ascar seems to have come out unscathed. He has lost some positions now to Looney Moon, to Jacko number 1. As Kaiser Bob is just watching that Renault farther and farther into the distance. 3.5 seconds now is the lead of Scartrix. El Pratt is 6 seconds down the road from Kaiser Bob. Robin Eckert 3 seconds down the road from El Pratt. You can just see the car there going over the dip. As Kaiser Bob pits, he's going to be the first of the leaders to trigger the pit stops. El Pratt goes past. Robin Eckert goes past the pits. And he goes, so he's going to be fitting the yellow striped soft tyre. Quick pit stop, no penalties there for him to serve. Is our race leader Scartrix going to react to that one? So he's done 12 laps on those super softs. So that is Kaiser Bob is now committed probably to a 2-stop as well. I don't think he's going to get 43 laps out of those soft tyres. He may well. There's every chance he could, but They're going to be like driver on ice, I imagine, coming to the end of the race. He's going to have to push now to catch up with these guys again. He has fallen down to 6th. Have any of these guys pitted yet that are in front of him? So no, he is the first one to pit. I believe we're also still running with all cars that started. We are indeed. As Beast Pro comes into the pit. So we start with 16 cars. We're running with 16. As Coolsy B is going to make a move on Copy. Tries to send it down the inside, can't make it stick. That's put him off his line. But he's going to have another run down here in turn 4. We'll get that slipstream off the back of the Mercedes. He moves it to the inside. Oh, just backs off, obviously didn't feel he could do it. Copy did lead in the racing room there though. Thought he was going to have a 4-cylinder alongside him going around that apex. Not sure if that was lag or Copy just losing the car a little bit there. Oh, look at that gain to that corner. Copy got a really bad run through that corner. Another good exit from QLCB as he opens up the DRS. The Mercedes does just look to have the straight line speed though. He's going to close him down towards the end of the straight, but I don't think he's going to be able to make a move. No, he's not. As Hyper Shadow sits the fastest lap down in 10th place. He's got fresh tyres on now. He's making them work for me, so you can already see he's only 3 seconds, 4 seconds off Axe Curve. Did Axe Curve pit and we missed it? Yep, so Axe Curve did pit. No pit yet from the race leader. He's done 13 laps now. Is he going to miss the pits again here? Yes, he is, so he's going to keep going. Rubbernecker in 2nd. Jacko's found his way up to 3rd. So El Prat is pitted. He's come out behind Badgersaurus. Going to want to clear that Toro Rosso as quickly as he can. We'll try down the inside here. Yeah, easy overtake for him. Toro Rosso probably didn't put up too much of a defence, knows that that isn't his battle. He might have another crack back at him here though. Down into turn 1. Gonna try and go around the outside. Nope, can't do it. Toro Rosso not having pitted yet, but feels he's got equal pace. So he's gonna do it. He's gonna go back for El Prat. He's got the inside line down into turn 4. He's done it, so he is back, switch back, so Badgersaurus cannot make that one stick. Lee's not going to be happy. He's going to just want to get done with that Toro Rosso already. As they're coming up on one of the Mercedes, probably Beast Pro, they're going to be lapping him here on lap 15. Got a pass getting made there that we just skipped past. So Lee Pratt laps. I'm going to assume it's Beast Pro. Through Beetle also in the pits. Scartrix is pitted. So Rubbernecker on the soft tyre, he's going to be going longer into this race. Scartrix is going to go into the yellow striped soft tyre. He may be very well looking to get to the end here. 41 laps is doable. Remember, the tyre wear will last longer. He's come out ahead of Jacko number 1. That is absolutely crucial, so he's in 2nd place. Rubbernecker still to pit. Because Kaiser Bob is there as well. Kaiser Bob up into 3rd. So the undercut almost working for Kaiser Bob there. It's put him right on the back of the Renault. So I think this race is possibly going to be too close to call. But you gotta think that Scartrix has it in hand. So they're already gaining on that Haas of Rubbernecker. But is Rubbernecker going to act as a blocker for Kaiser Bob? Are you going to try and just get in the way of Scartrix and hold him up a little bit and let Kaiser Bob make the pass? Be interesting to see if there's any team orders down at Haas. Kaiser Bob within 4/10 of him now. Probably close enough to make a move with the DRS assistance here. He's just gaining and gaining on that Renault. Moves to the inside. Backs off just a little bit. Probably looking for Scartrix to run wide there, but he didn't. Is he going to be able to get close enough for another run into turn 4? No, he's not. So we've got Looney Moo still on the back of Jacko number 1. Looney Moo's been sitting behind him for a while now. He's going to be wanting to just get clear of that Red Bull soon. Oh, takes too much curve and just loses the back end of it there. Just slips away from him. But a Hyper Shadow is now only 1.5 seconds off the Sauber back curve. So this battle is looming again. The Ferrari has more pace than the Sauber. Obviously, engine performance will play its part, but Max Verstappen is usually quite a quick driver. Anybody that's seen him race before IRL or any of the other leagues he's in will know he's a quick driver. Won the European last season, tied up in Brazil a race before the end. Now Ferrari goes down the inside in turn 1. There's contact again between the two of them. Max Verstappen's going to try and come back down here. Where's he going to go? He's not tried to make a move. As they now go past the Mercedes of Beast Pro, I believe that is. Scartrix only 1.3 behind Rubbernecker. I hate to leave this battle, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens up at the front here. As Looney Moo and Lee Pratt battle in there. Lee finally passed Looney Moo. He's making his way back up to the front. Scartrix within a second of race leader Rubbernecker now, who's still to pit. He's the McLaren of Looney Moo in the background there. As Curve is on the super soft, he's not going to get them to the end of the race. And same applies to Coolsy B as well. If he's not going to get his to the end of the race, I highly doubt. It's a big ask. The yellow flags in sector 1. If you can find those. Can't see anything. Scartrix now right on the back of Rubbernecker. Is he just going to try and hold that Renault up? Back him into his teammate. Scartrix is going to want to try and clear that hash as quickly as he can so that doesn't happen. Rubbernecker goes to cover off the inside line, going down into the corner. He's going to force him round the long way. As he runs wide, he gets past him. As Rubbernecker pits. But what tire is he going to go on to? None of the drivers opting for the super soft and medium here. As Axe Curve has left the session. Just wonder what's going on there. So I don't see yellow flags, so it looks like he's maybe just retired the car. But as anywhere, it's probably going to be here in sector 1 somewhere. Right on board with Beast Pro. See if we can see it anywhere at all. I think he has probably just retired that car though. I didn't see any yellow flags. Yeah, didn't see anything. Beast Pro's now unlapped himself against that DNF car. Still now comfortably pulling away from Kaiser Bob in second place. Still 5 in sector 2, 3. Don't see anything. Pale Defiance has now worked his way up to 11th. So those are going to be for the Red Bull of 3 Beetle. I'm going to take a guess and say that on the corner after this one, it's probably binned it into the wall. Yeah, so green flags here. But it seems to be somewhere. Nope. We've got close on track right now. Badgersaurus within a second of Rubbernecker, who's trying to make the one stop work. He's gone on to medium tyre. Badgersaurus on 20 lap old softs. Probably not going to be able to do much with them. Jacko number 1 is on super soft now. He's only 4 seconds behind Badgersaurus, who he was battling. I think on the quicker tyre he's probably able to make this one work, but Badgersaurus is probably committing to the one stop here. This is going to go for 2 short stints on the supers at the end, which I'm doubting. We've got Copy coming up on QZ B. These two battling again. The Copy's going to be close enough to make the move here. Can he get it done before turn 1? Yes he can, so he's clearly past him. But he runs wide. That brings QZB back into it, but Copy keeps the line to get out of 2 and 3. Side by side coming down to turn 4. I think QZ is just past him again, yet only just. Copy's going to try and come back at him down through this sector. We've got Scartrix coming up to lap them as Copy goes wide off the track. He's retired. That's a strange one. Beast Pro is battling with one of the Force Indias there, the Ferrari F1 team. The Ferrari F1 team has lapped him, but it looks like Beast Pro is trying to unlap himself. As Kaiser Bob is only 1.5 seconds behind the leader, who's caught up behind that battle in Mercedes and Force India. Anyone else is fairly close. Hyper Shadow coming up on Jacko number 1. Keep an eye on those times between the top 2 because it looks like Kaiser Bob is closing him down. Hyper Shadow now just tense off the back of that. Red Bull probably going to be able to use DRS and make him move on him. Oh! Red Bull spun! He spun. He's going to take front wing damage from that one as well. That easily lets the Ferrari pass. That is such an easy corner just to lose the back end on. But he's probably going to have to pit here. What's his tyre choice going to be? He's going to have to go to the mediums to make it to the end of the race. He may just get the 34 laps out of a set of softs. Okay, so let's see what he goes on to here. What have the mechanics brought out? He's going on another... going on a set of softs. Oh, I'm not quite sure. They were changing colour there. He's going on to another set of super soft. Very interesting. As we have Looney Moo coming up on Ross PGM. He's in DRS range of that Ferrari. Just look at the straight line speed of that Ferrari. He's an absolute monster in a way on the straight. He moves so fluently through this final sector. So I'm actually wondering if Ross has made a mistake to let the McLaren so close, because he just needs to be flying away now. As we hop on board with Kaiser Bob, we can see clearly now, well, just about, you can see that Renault in the distance. He does seem to be dropping back again though. 2 seconds is the gap here now. As Rubbernecker and Looney Moo traded places because Looney Moo's in the pits. Finally in the pits to get off those soft tyres. Looney Moo dropping down to 7th. He won't lose 7th, he'll stay there. He's gone on to the medium. Press out medium there, he will be going to the end. As Kaiser Bob looks to gain a little bit of time back again. Taking a lot of curb there to take a wide entry into that corner. These guys as well, I think, both going to struggle to make it to the end. But maybe both looking to jump onto the super soft again. But if Looney Moo make those medium tyres work for him, there is every chance he's a contender for a podium position. Podium position is currently taken up by Scartrix in first, Kaiser Bob in second, Lee Pratt in third. Ross PGM starting to close down on the leaders a little bit, I think. Making those softs work for him. Lee doesn't seem to be closing the gap at all in third place. Hyper Shadow is now closing on to Rubbernecker though. He's 1 second behind him. He is on the quicker tyre as well. So look at the gains he's made on him. He's now down to 0.6 of a second. He's going to get the benefit of DRS coming down the straight. Look how close he is behind that Haas. DRS open. Going to move to the outside. Nope, not going to be able to do it here. As Coolsy B gets a 3 second time penalty. I thought Damien had taken too much curb there. Still right in the back of that Haas. You'll get DRS here again down the straight. We'll be able to do something to turn 1. Well, Rubbernecker went to cover off the inside line, unless he's just gone, this isn't my battle. Oh. Damien looked just really squeezing there on the exit. Rubbernecker's going to try and come back at him up here in turn 4. Which you see in the Force India Ferrari F1 team there in the background. Rubbernecker's going to put up a fight for this position. He's now going to have DRS. We still have 13 cars out of 16 in the running. Rubbernecker's not going to make a move. Rubbernecker's going to try and come back at him. Was he going to hold off? Just wait to get a DRS advantage. So we're going to have Callum is going to come and join us. So give me a second just to bring him into the party. He's going to try and get into the lobby first, which is good because if you can't tell, I do have a little bit of a cold. My nose and throat are killing me just a wee bit, so having someone else take that pressure off is going to be good. So Rubbernecker has made it past Hyper Shadow again. So Badgersaurus is catching up on that Force India Ferrari F1 team. Yakko number 1 not very far behind him. Yakko is on the faster tyre, but will have, I imagine he's going to have to stop again. It's now a waiting game at the front runners. I imagine if well, when Kaiserball pits, he will pit before Scartrex. He's going to have to, I wonder if he's going to trigger the pit stops to the front runners. So can Hyper Shadow make a move into turn 1? He's got the DRS, he's made the gains. Rubbernecker covers off the inside line. Hyper Shadow past him, Rubbernecker keeps that inside line. Maybe a little wheel touch there between them again. Hyper Shadow gets past him. Not to turn 4. Hyper Shadow has kept that position this time. He's going to force Rubbernecker down the outside. He's going to make a switch back and come down the inside. As Looneymoo looks like he's lost it. Sorry, we're going to jump here and find out what's happening with Looneymoo. The yellow flag's round here. Oh, you can just see that Red Bull sitting in the wall. We're going to go back to Rubbernecker and Hyper Shadow. Rubbernecker's going to try and go down the inside of him. It's a drag race here. Rubbernecker's got the DRS. Past Hyper Shadow. Hyper Shadow's still in the slipstream though. As we say hello to Callum, who's come to join us for the remaining almost 20 laps of this race, 18 laps of this race. He's not here yet. He's asking for another game invite. So, to those of us who've just joined us, this is where the battle is in the battle for 5th place between Hyper Shadow and Rubbernecker. We've been battling out for about 3 laps now. The Hyper Shadow's got the speed on the straight. Rubbernecker can take him again through between turns 3 and 4 though. Hyper Shadow's put a bit more of a distance there this time. Rubbernecker can't get close enough there to make the move back. He's going to have to hold on and wait for the DRS. So give me a second, I'm just trying to get Callum into the party now. Rubbernecker's still close enough for DRS, but he is just dropping back a little bit more. He's not going to be able to make a move on this lap. He's going to have DRS, but he's not going to be able to do anything with it. I'm actually sure if we got DRS there. I didn't see the wing pop open. So it looks like Rubbernecker has lost out in that position. He's almost a second behind the Ferrari now. Those medium tyres just can't keep up, but he will probably gain that position back. As I say that, he's really close to Damien. So it looks like we're going to try and bring Morgs into assist with comms as well. See if I can get him in the party. As it looks like Rubbernecker is all over the back of that Ferrari again. Maybe he's took a lap to recharge his ERS. As Jacko and Badgersaurus are also battling it out. So this is the battle for 7th place as we say hello to Callum, who's finally managed to join us. As that red... Can the Red Bull get past Toros? And no, he can't, not there. You need a game invite, Callum. So the Red Bull's past the Toro Rosso, quite a daring move there, but the Toro Rosso's got it back.
No, I'm in, mate, don't worry.
Rubbernecker closing down on Hyper Shadow again, as Scartrix has extended his lead at the front to 8 seconds again now. Potentially Kaiser Bob, him and Lee all looking to pit again, so Lee has cut the gap down to 3.5 seconds to second place. Potentially a late push coming from him. Rubbernecker still all over the back of Hyper Shadow. Don't know if you want to watch the battle for 7th, Callum.
Yeah, definitely. Who's it for? Is it for Hyper Shadow and Rubbernecker? Definitely.
So they're battling for 5th. Badgersaurus and Jacko number 1 at the minute battling for 7th. The Toro Rosso and the Red Bull. Also keep an eye on Lee's timings.
Hyper Shadow's gonna have to again, and he's in the softs. No way he can take him in.
Yeah, so definitely agree with you on that one. Lee's also making massive gains on Kaiser Bob. I think all the leaders, everyone down to 5th place is gonna have to pit again. I think Rubbernecker could have strategized himself into a podium here. Possibly.
Yeah, definitely could.
What is the gap to leader? So
36 seconds.
I think he's within the pit window, at least 3rd and 4th.
Yep, we just need to keep an eye on his tyres. He could definitely run for a podium. That is definitely a shout for him.
He's dropping back behind Damien now though, so we're going to jump onto Jacko number 1. Still within a second of the Toro Rosso, Badgersaurus. These two have been battling the last couple of laps now. We've during this late stage in the race, you have missed quite a bit. So Hyper Shadow has been looking fairly pacey, which you don't usually see on a Sunday.
I'm not too sure what degradation's like, but surely these drivers on the soft tyres will definitely start to feel a kind of impact now. Some of them already been 20 laps. Ferrari's been on their softs for 20 laps now. Surely they must be feeling some sort of degradation. It must be coming to playground, but now
they must be getting close to it.
Yeah.
I think the first one we're going to see trigger the pit stops is Kaiser Bob. He was the first one first time round out of the leaders. I think it's probably going to be him again. He's going to be pushing those tyres really hard since he come out to try and catch the Renault Scartrix in first place. So
He's
Pratt,
really comfortable.
now within 2 seconds. He's within 2 seconds of Kaiser Bob. He's just getting. So I'm getting
Scartrix,
rather a lot of lag.
Looking. Yeah, I'm getting that as well, a little bit as well.
So the McLaren of failed defiance is going to be in their way here as well. So hopefully that McLaren gets nicely out of the way so these two can continue to battle on.
Yeah, but it's looked like Scartrix has really kind of dominated this race. I've not been here for the start of it, but 11 seconds that gap, and it's looking to be climbing, so he's done a really good job of controlling this race so far. I'm not too sure how it's played out, but by the looks of things, he's doing pretty well in these. So I was old enough to bet I would definitely not put it in Scartrix at this moment in time.
It was close for the first couple of laps, but then Phil started pulling out a gap, mostly because Kaiser got embroiled in a battle behind him with Lee and Axe Curve. All those guys were battling out. Kaiser Bob got pulled into that, and that just kind of let Scartrix go. So I'm not actually sure.
What happened?
He just left the session, didn't see his car parked at the side of the track or in a wall or anything. I'm assuming it's maybe just been through frustration. He's quit out.
Yeah. No,
so Lee's probably shaping up here to make a move.
Yeah, definitely. Just kind of a tricky get a best exit here. There's a little bit of lag. I'm not sure if that's you as well, but he's just a little bit too far back, but he'll definitely be shaping it up on Kaiser Bob for the main straight. Definitely wants to try and just keep an eye on his tyre. 20 lap softs and Kaiser Bob also 21 lap on softs, so he runs slightly wide there. He's really compromised his line here into the last corner, so it's not the best run he wants coming into turn 1 here. The DRS
still crucially within that DRS range though.
Yeah, yes, he's going to get a DRS here coming down into turn 1, but I don't think he's close enough this time around. That poor at the second last corner is third last corner actually is compromised here. He's 2 time around, he's going to behind the half driver of Kaiser Bob for another run.
Ross PGM in 4th place dives into the pits.
Means Hyper Shadow's going to have to go another time around, so that was 22 laps the Ferrari driver did, so that kind of shows an indication is that maybe how long he can take on Kaiser. Well, that means he would have to pit this lap. We'd see the leader Scartrix. So we've got Lee Pratt, he's kind of near the end of his as well. Hyper Shadows, he's the 23 laps down the soft, so surely these drivers will be in their pit window pretty soon. I think they'll be pitting in the next few laps.
Ross has come out. It looks to be about 2.5 seconds behind Rubbernecker, and he's going to be on quicker tyres as well. Who'd that throw a spanner in the works of Rubbernecker's chance of a podium if he gets caught up in a battle with that Ferrari? So Lee all over the gearbox out of the pass. You've got to think that Kaiser Bob's going to be looking to pit this lap, but he's clearly struggling on these tyres.
I think we'll have to be fair, they've did a good long stint here, and it's a hard track, especially on the rear tyres here. That is probably the main thing here. Well, Kaiser, the pits is not, but Lee's going to stay.
They don't pit.
These two drivers are going to stay for a lap. So, well,
They're probably just looking for that level of comfort though to make sure that they can get the super softs comfortably to the end.
well,
I don't think they're quite in the window of doing that yet either.
Like,
We've got yellow flags in sector 1 and 2.
6, 7 laps. They've been clearing nicely. Not too sure what's happened there.
Doesn't anyone
Hyper
else
Shadow's
gone where
pits
someone just spun.
So
So 23, 24 laps he was on, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's gone back onto the soft. My data is showing.
Takes laps and everything. So this is his final stunt. If everything goes to plan, so it's, I would say if it would take P6 at this rate, but obviously the Rubbernecker thought
So it's like Ferrari F1 team making a move on Fatal Defiance there. So we've also got that Force India right on the back of the McLaren. And we've got second and third place coming up to this battle as well. About to lap them. Have you seen them coming into the background there? If I was Kaiser Bob and I was defending, I would not want to see that on the track ahead of me.
Now could Lee actually ship him out here? And one, he's got the DRS, but it's Kaiser Bob pits.
Kaiser's pitting.
Awesome,
Kaiser pits.
He's done with it. He's got to try the overcut, but they're going to have to put on the soft. I do not see him take this long, and right, he's getting a wing changes. It's going to come. That's going to be crucial. That's going to allow all shoot a bit of improvement that could possibly make it a Renault 1-2. That's right. Lee keeps it up and he pits. He could come out comfortably ahead of Kaiser if he can get a good in-lap here and clear the traffic ahead of him.
Rubbernecker up into the podium places. Kaiser's also lost 4th place. He's going to come out in 5th as the McLaren with Fatal Defiance takes over the
F1 team.
Yep. These guys battling out, probably closest battling track. So Jacko number 1.5 seconds roughly behind the Toro Rosso of Adversaurus again. He's closing that gap back down. Both of those cars going to have to pit again. Can Ferrari F1 team reply to this when they get round to the final straight and get the DRS? So they've got the Renault of Scartrix behind them, I believe that is. Or is it? No, it'll be Lee Pratt, sorry. The Renault of Lee Pratt.
Now, Ferrari F1 team in the back, if they find that Mercedes engine is so much far superior than the Renault in the back of that McLaren there, and he's going to have it down one, try to maybe do a cheeky one back down the inside, but he thinks better of it and he's going to have to drop down to that 1 point. Take the points of it there as his teammate, Ferrari F1 team's teammate there. A lap down, he's going extremely slow actually, oh yeah, just letting the lead through as well. So, yeah, that's, I think points will be a little bit to Force India driver there. But the other Force India up
that Force India are just so much more superior on the straights.
Rubbernecker's an AI actually. Now Ross is going to try and go down the inside and Rubbernecker closes it off, but he was an AI. He was an AI and that is allowed the Ferrari right back out of the back in there, so not
this is the battle for third place, the podium. Kaiser Bob is right there as well now. This is the battle for third, the final podium place. Kaiser Bob taking this up to 4th. Oh, there's contact there. There's contact, Ross is off. And he's taking front wing damage as well. Oh. He's not going to be able to make the last 18 laps with that damage. He's going to have to pit again.
That is not good for his race at all there. That is not what...
No, he's possibly going to lose quite a few positions there.
He definitely will.
He would drop down to come out at least
Teammate of
8th.
Rubbermaker.
As Ferrari
Yeah.
F1 team will take failed defiance again. Those guys still
But at
battling
least still
there.
not. So the two rail drivers look at trying to make last time going to the super near the end, which is great, like Kaiser Bob runner.
It would definitely look that way. And another lap or two, and they'll probably be able to make that happen. Takes it.
Kaiser's up at P3.
Almost with the one there.
At turn 1.
Hyper Shadow's its fastest lap of the race. So we're going to jump back to the battle for 9th place.
Yeah.
With Ferrari F1 team still in the back of the McLaren.
Thing is, the fans will still have to pit, so I'm not too sure. I don't think he'll be fighting this too much. Obviously, it's not really going to be third position. He's going to have to pit. He's going to be in 10th place, so I guess just for the fun of it now, I don't think he'll be able to hang on to P9. He will not be able to take Supers another 17 laps. I doubt it. Anyway, so I think for just kind of sit behind him and just get that P9 off him in a few lap time. Then I suppose if he wants to try to run ahead, he'll want to
down the
clear
inside
McLaren
of him here.
again. Then at the time when he's ahead of him before the braking zone, it just shows you how much better that Mercedes engine is there. And can fake the fans can hit, but it's just not grip on next year. But he's going to try it here.
He's not made the gains of last time though.
Of it. I don't think he'll make it. Yeah, he'd have to make a stupid dive bomb in the brakes there, so he's going to have to stay behind Ferrari F1 team in the Force India for another lap as Kaiser Bob sets fastest lap at 1:31 flat. Good lap there from the Haas driver in this thing. The Haas, yeah, it's Haas.
Well, the McLaren have failed defiance here, still pushing to try and get past this Force India. So the Force India is superior on the straights, but the McLaren seems to be making it all back up through Sector 1 and Sector 3 through the twists and the turns. Is he going to be able to do anything here? No, he's not. He's not close enough to make a move.
He's catching up as well now, so just have to obviously let him through. He is a lap ahead, so they'll need to let him through under blue flags, which could definitely play a part if if Field Defiance plays it right. He could definitely let lead by, maybe catch Ferrari F1 team maybe unexpectedly lets lead by, so they could definitely play a part here in this battle, as the two drivers will need to let him through when he gets close enough, but I don't know if they will get close enough.
Lee could also be thinking about just avoiding this and pitting. So it looks,
yep, and he does that.
Looks like he's pitting now, so he's not going to throw a spanner in for those two.
And I think he's going to be ahead of Kaiser Bob anyway. I think he's going to come out where he came in from. Fits on the super soft front line change for the right out, so that's going to be advantage here. And then Manny was trying to beat Kaiser Bob coming out of the corner now here. So he just a line just about now. And we're going to come back with a pretty
Kaiser Bob is going to set Renault pulling at the pits.
I think that if Lee thinks sensible now, he should have this P2 wrapped up comfortably in the bag. What is penalties?
I would agree. Pretty safe P2 there for Lee. I think he's on the quicker tyre. They're 4 laps newer.
Yeah, and to be fair, Kaiser Bob doesn't have a penalty compared to Lee's 1 penalty, so Lee does have to within ease within the next 16 laps. This is with the patience start kicking race. It's double the length that they're normally used to in their Saturday and Sunday races, so it's definitely going to be a hard. This is going to be real. Concentration will be a lack. It's going to keep the checker flag out.
But one thing to note from last week, it's much better to see a lot more guys finishing this time. So we only had 4 finishers last week, whereas this week we're on track for 12 at the moment. Hoping that none of them make a mistake in the final few laps.
I think is that.
Oh yeah, cool. Beast Pro looks to be an AI. I didn't spot that one.
Get back in.
He's maybe just given up. So So we've got still got Fatal Defiance battling for our F1 team, although he seems to be dropping back just a little bit now. Probably going to be starting to feel a little bit of wear on.
Well, for our F1 team split, for our F1 team's promotes Fatal Defiance up into P9, that's for our F1 team wants a top on the soft strategy there. It's going to make that.
That's not going to help his tyres either.
Not at all. Well, I didn't even see what happened, but it was just kind of through that right-left section in the middle side. He must have gotten the cover a bit too early. It's so easy to do around this track. I'm sure he's not the only one that's did it round here. It's such a hard. It's cost him 7 seconds.
Yeah. He's going to be raging with himself.
Oh yeah.
Hyper Shadow is gaming on his teammate in 5th place. That's going to be an upcoming battle to watch. Hyper Shadow been showing quite a bit of pace today. Probably could have been running with Kaiserwald and Rubbernecker in all honesty if you hadn't had the contact with Axe Curve very early on.
Yeah,
so this
and
will be
just
a
a
battle
heads up.
to watch.
On the battle for P2, Lee has extended that 3.5 seconds, so it's pretty comfortable in the back. On the soft, it's been remarkable from the Renault driver, and what a way they can do this. What Lee gets his good laps, and it could be what he wants. It's super strong. Gets spinning. He's in this race, especially master. You know, halfway through. So Scar Treks now you'll cover off any potential.
So he has got more than a pit stop window there to tell.
Oh yeah.
Just looks really comfortable out in front. I was just sort of thinking now, coming towards the end of this race, about who the very first driver of the day point will go to. And I think just for his sheer control of this race, at the moment, it's got to be Scar Treks.
Yeah, I can't really had the race played out, but we've seen that that's been pretty controlled race so far, so yeah,
it's just been an absolutely faultless drive. He hasn't hit a single foot wrong all night so far.
Yeah, definitely, and there's not been anything. To be fair, if Lee can get P2, that'd be a good race for him. I don't think it would drive the day worthy, but it's definitely been a good race. He could, from P5 and get up to P2, making that a Renault 1-2, that definitely a good out in Newman Bahrain for the Renault boys, and what a way that would be for some good constructor points. And actually, it is a Renault for P5. Actually, Hyper Shadows has got by Ross.
It has.
And
we missed that one. Ross must have made a mistake because Hyper Shadow came fairly quickly.
Yeah, he has. Now, next up for Hyper Shadows is a Rubbernecker, but he's 6 seconds down the road, and it will definitely be a Rubbernecker make mistake here. Any sort of chance of getting a P4 here for Hyper Shadows, but to quick mention, it's a Renault 1-2, half P4 and a Ferrari 5-6. There you go. That's pretty bizarre.
So still 13 laps from the end. Damien seems to really be enjoying these softs. He's probably going to go to the end on them. They are quick, and Rubbernecker's on 24 lap old mediums.
Oh, Hyper Shadows will get that P4.
So we'll see what Hyper Shadow does in the next few laps, but I think he very well could get the P4 off Rubbernecker.
Yeah, that was only, 4 seconds down the road. Then Rubbernecker had to cut.
4.8 is dropping.
Yep. So, yeah, Hyper Shadow really controlled position. That could be a P4, and then that would promote Ross also up to P5, but maybe have to do a little bit of defending in the end of the race. Obviously, Rubbernecker will probably pit for the Super Strong, but he should pit soon. And Scar Treks is just pit that last lap there. Comes out 10 seconds of the lead there. Very comfortable there from Scar Treks, as you mentioned. He's looked to be controlling this race the full way through it, and they've just got 12 laps to see it now, and he will take victory here in Bahrain.
one thing to note is Scartrix isn't the most consistent driver. We've seen him in this position before. So I would just keep an eye on him with the cold tyres, especially coming out that second to last, third to last corner. We've seen a couple of drivers spin coming out of that one today.
Yeah, definitely. Like, can't race him for this long. It must be what? It must be a good. It wouldn't have start 8.
Yeah, sorry, 8, so we're currently 95 minutes into the broadcast, so yeah.
So that's remarkable. For what, 11 drivers to still be in it, still racing at their max, or maybe it'll be their max, but still rating completely. That's credit to the drivers, and that is one of the, was that the Toro Rosso? They're just coming out behind Jack number 1 now.
He's on fresher tyres than him, so there's going to be another looming battle once he gets those tyres warmed up coming into the last few laps.
Is his name Badgersaurus? What a name.
Yes.
Absolutely cracking in it. A bonus point for a name. That would definitely go to that. A Toro Rosso driver there. Fucking name, what a name. Wow.
Hyper Shadow now just breaking that 4-second gap on Rubbernecker. It's touch and go there.
Is that? Oh yeah, that is Roche coming up to a lap before India there. There we go, nicely. Unless Rubbernecker can do something remarkable. Unless, do you think Rubbernecker try to take these? Because yeah, I think he is.
I mean,
I think he is. But you wouldn't go out for 26 laps and not pit by now. So at the end of speed stint,
yeah,
would that be?
I mean, 11 laps from the end. He's got to be looking at just going to the end on these.
Yep, so I think that is what he's doing. Has he qualified in the softs? But yeah, yep. He's went soft to medium. That's exactly what he's been doing here. He's wanted to try and make the one-stop work, and I think that would be a success if he could get P4 there. He qualified 8th in the grid, so that's going to be +4 now.
But it would definitely be a success. The amount of places he gained, it would be a success. But I don't think he's gonna have lucked his way onto the podium with that. He may actually fall further down here now, so Hyper Shadow within 3 seconds of him now, 2.7, 2.8 there. So, what are the penalties like between these two?
I'll check.
Hyper Shadow has 1, 2.
It's you. Rubbernecker 3, 4. Rubbernecker 4 penalties. And what Hyper Shadow's got? 1, 2.
Hyper Shadow's got 2. That counted.
Wait, no, Ross has got control disconnected. If Ross didn't have me, he could definitely win him a chance. He only has 1.
So, as it stands, Rubbernecker could drop down to 6th on penalties alone.
And what's the team's 4's 12, so it definitely is possible, and actually, the way it stands, he will drop down to 6. Yep. And if Ross can get this pace up on the soft, I'm sure his softs will be 12 lap old softs will definitely be a lot better than 27 lap old medium, so I'm sure that gap will nearly. And then if Rubbernecker comes under pressure from Hyper Shadows, that's even more time he's going to lose there, so this could be possibly dropping down to P6. I don't think it'll go down to P7 as Jacko's a little bit far back. 42 seconds on the road there, but
Jacko's going to have that Toro Rosso, Badgersaurus to keep him company soon as well. 1.3 seconds is a gap there now. Another thing to note is Kaiser Bob is bringing down the gap to 2nd place. It's slow, but he's brought down about 5/10 in the last few moments since I've been riding on board with Hyper Shadow, watching him close the gap on Rubbernecker. He's now 1.5 seconds behind him, but it's just worth watching the timings there with Kaiser Bob. He may do something in the last 9 laps here.
And if anyone had any doubt in Scartrix for not a driver of the day today, if he keeps it up, and actually, that's a harsh round. It's not Scartrix. It's one of the Scartrix, it was Rubbernecker, I think. I'm not sure my controller turned off, because I said that, but who was it?
Well,
it was Kaiser Bob who spun the car.
Oh,
He spun the car. Wow, it wasn't bad. He kept it going, but he spun the car and he had to get the car going again. And that is massive and going to be lost there. Because look at the gap's already went up to 10 seconds. Any chance of pushing for that P2, it just went
it's
in
gone.
front of him there. It was the same failed defiance to it.
So Hyper Shadow lining up for a move now on Rubbernecker, who's got the DRS open. Is he going to be able to do anything here down into the corner? No, he's not. He's going to be putting himself into a good position here. Oh, ran wide a little bit there on the exit.
Yeah,
still within a second, crucial at DRS, so.
Yeah, just in that corner there, from the lining it up on Rubbernecker. A little bit too smartly, but I'm sure he'll just come into this corner actually. And there's a slight right kink.
He's right on him.
Last corner.
It's going to be interesting what's he going to do here. So he's gaining on that Haas. The Haas is going to cover off the inside. Oh, small bit of contact there as the Haas came back over. Small bit of contact there again, but the Haas remains ahead. As the McLaren of Fatal Defiance is in the distance. They're coming on down to turn 4. Damien's going to try and go up the inside, but Rubbernecker closes that door on him. Rubbernecker keeps the position at the moment.
Yeah, and just a heads up on Scartrix is got it up to 16 seconds. It's nearly enough. He's got the on his teammate leave that. What a gap he is definite. So you got 0 penalties as well today, and that has just been a really flawless drive there from the Renault driver, and he's definitely looking to maybe try and bounce on this, get a good few other results going. I think he could be in a good contention to win this.
So this is also going to boost his confidence massively for the 50% races coming up this weekend. So he's going to know what he's capable of at 100% distance. So he'll be feeling pretty confident now going into the rest of the world on Saturday night and then Europe Tier 1 on Sunday night.
Well, yeah, that's a bit, you know, I think I recognise the majority of these drivers are always in Europe Tier 1, Europe Tier 2 or even the rest of the World League, so this is all going to really
Damien just throws it right down the inside there, Rubbernecker. Can't make it stick. He's made it stick though. He came from a very long way back there. Rubbernecker's going to try and get past him again up into turn 4. He moves to the inside. Oh, there's contact between them. Where's that put Rubbernecker? So Rubbernecker's managed to stay ahead. Sorry about cutting you off there, Callum, but Damien just came from such a long way back. You would not expect him to make the move. Because we've also got Badgersaurus coming up on Jacko number 1. So Badgersaurus is going to be lining up and move here. Down into turn 1. Going to go down the inside. Pulls the car out. Oh, contact there from them. Just got to wonder if the guys are losing their concentration in this late stage of the race. But the Renault of Scartrix right behind him as well. He's not going to be wanting to get involved in this. So Badgersaurus is passing. These guys getting the blue flag. Badgersaurus is backed off to let the Renault through. That's going to cost him a little bit of time now. As Jacko also backs off to let him through. These guys can get back to battling.
No, the
Hyper
Shadow's on Rubberneck. Down the inside of what he did last. There's all very late and extremely aggressive in there. From the Haas, 6 laps to go for, wants to keep the air. It is basically like the team here. Realistic, really put your money on the superior car. Tyres is just really in a better position in general. A lot more ERS. Rubbernecker is hanging on for dear life here in these remaining laps here.
We're going to be on board with Badgersaurus again, so these guys coming back round to the start-finish straight. Badgersaurus is going to get another crack at it. He's going to get the DRS, he's probably too far back. 0.6. He's not making massive gains on the Red Bull. He's going to try and throw it down. So has a little look, too far back. He slows right up on him. Looks to give him a good run out of turn 3 if he can stick where he is. So he has, and he's going to make the move already. He's in the slipstream. Going to go down the inside. It just squeezes through. And he's made that one stick. He's passed him. As Jacko just pushes him out a little bit there, trying to come back on him. Jacko down the inside, pushes him wide again. Wheel to wheel racing from these guys.
Just quickly, that battle for P4, Hypershadows get by Rubbernecker there. He finally did move way before the break. He got a good exit out this route from the corner. Shoot him on that start from the straight, and they had him well before the corner started. So good move there by Hypershadows. I think that is a good way to end off this race now. Rubbernecker need to try and keep pushing and then try and get that P5 with all the power.
Badgersaurus is back past Jacko number 1. Jacko number 1 is still right on his gearbox. It's going to be a fantastic battle in the last 5 laps. Who's going to get the better run at the final corner? Jacko number 1 will get DRS. Jacko's pitting. 14 laps on those softs, and he's decided that's enough to make the remaining 4 laps on them unless he has front wing damage from one of their contacts. But yes, he does. He can't handle that front wing anymore.
Yes.
You've got to think, Callum, for the sake of 4 laps and the position he was in.
I suppose, especially maybe if Badgersaurus still a little bit more penalties than he had, he could have definitely hung in there. And he could possibly still be vulnerable from Ferrari front team, but I doubt it. He comes out of pit lane now. He is just clear from the first round. He might be actually there. Down here at turn 1, he can Ferrari the exit he needs. Red Bull of Jacko. That exit he needs, driver on. Ferrari front team on this old school. Up the hill here. But he doesn't actually. Jack comes back on the switchback coming out the S's. We've seen Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg out here in 2014. We even weeks Jack was out wide nearly. It's making the move right there, and he manages to keep it at P8, and I'm sure he'll be able to make it onto the Force India driver.
Coming down onto the straight now. Ferrari front team's going to get DRS. He's going to need everything that Mercedes engine can give him. Come down into the corner. So he's going to pull out into the inside. He's going to change his mind. Just have a look. So can he keep it tight through these corners and shape himself up for a move out of the last corner down into turn 1? So it has dropped out of DRS range now. Jacko just pulling away a little bit. I don't think we're going to see much more there. That Red Bull just starting to pull away now. And as I don't think Rubbernecker is going to drop down to 6th either. So Ross is now 16 seconds behind him. So unless Rubbernecker has gained any more penalties, which I haven't seen that he has. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is. So Rubbernecker is on the brink of another penalty. So if Ross can push these last couple of laps and just make up maybe another second and a bit, there's every chance he can nick himself that P5.
Yeah, so definitely. Obviously, Rubbernecker's tyres are going to be screaming at this point. 100%. They are probably on the verge of a puncture now. 34 laps took them. It's going to be 37. 35, 30, yep, 37. By the time this race is done, so he's really going to have to watch.
So I think now coming into the last stages of the race, so we're not aware of obviously everybody's full penalty standards, but I don't expect it to change much from where it is now, as Callum has left the party. Probably because of his mic. So he was lagging quite a bit. I think it's probably he's dropped out now. So we're in the last little bit of the race here. So I'm just wondering, what is Kaiser Bob's penalties? 1, 2, 3 warnings. 3 warnings, no penalty, so he's not going to lose any positions through penalties. But here's your race leader, Scartrex. Driven absolutely faultlessly today. So my driver of the day award has got to go to Scartrex. Just hasn't put a single foot wrong all evening. A little bit of pressure at the start, but as soon as the guys started battling out second and third place, that just gave him all the excuses he needed to start running away with this race. Robin Ecker now falling comfortably behind Hyper Shadow. He's not going to be worried about that. He is going to be dangerously close to that 6th place though. If he loses any more time, he has 4 penalties. He's on the brink of another one. If he gains another penalty, he will lose that 5th place on penalties. So that's going to be one to watch out for. Ross is also dropping back at the minute. So I'm not sure Ross's penalties though, actually. So Ross has one penalty. And Robin Ecker is dropping back at a larger rate. And Robin Ecker's on the brink of another one. But we are on the final lap here. We're going to bring this one in with your race leader, Scartrex. So, out in front there by 22.4 seconds. He's just commanded this entire race, hasn't put a single foot wrong all evening. Has nailed his strategy. Nailed his tyres. Tyre management, fuel management, all been great. He's going to be a happy man when he sees those fireworks going. It's not far from the checker flag now, and he probably knows it. But he's still, even now, he's still increasing that gap. So if you look at the times between himself and Lee Pratt, even on the last lap, in the final sector, he's still pushing, still trying to make that gap as big as possible. He's almost got another pit stop ahead of his teammate there. That is just how in control of this race he has been. As he comes to take the checkered flag, your race winner in Bahrain, Scartrex, and also winner of our Driver of the Day bonus point. As the fireworks go up over the grandstands, going to be Lee Pratt coming home in second. Fantastic drive from Lee today. Really good efforts from him. Kaiser Bob probably lucky not to have got the 2nd place, but I think he's made errors on his strategy. I don't think going on to the softs was the right call for him. Hyper Shadow is going to bring home a surprising 4th. So great job from him. Fantastic drive from Hyper Shadow today. Robin Ecker will bring up 5th. will he lose that position to Ross PGM? This is going to be an interesting one. Ross with 1 penalty. Last time checked, Rubbernecker had 4. I don't think he's going to lose that position though. I think he's safe. Sixth position, so no, Rubbernecker did not gain the position there. So there you have it. Scartrix and Lee Pratt bringing home a Renault 1-2, followed by the Haas of Kaiser Bob. Fantastic drive and fantastic battling from all the drivers this afternoon, this evening, sorry. Absolutely great drive. So thank you for joining us here at F1 IRL for the 100% Distance Championship. We'll be back next week. You can catch us here at 8 PM at the same time. Midnight, 6 PM CST on Saturday is the rest of the world race. And on Sunday on twitch.tv/F1IRL2 will be our Tier 2 European 50% race. And on this channel at 8 PM you can find our Tier 1 European race. So thank you for joining us, and we'll hopefully see you again.